Hello, anybody, and thanks for tuning in to Monday Morning Handicapping. This is the Belmont Stakes preview. At the time of this recording, this race will take place tomorrow, Saturday, June 8th, 2024. It is the third leg of the Triple Crown series, starting with the Kentucky Derby, then the Preakness Stakes, and now we're on to the Belmont Stakes, which is being taken place at Saratoga this year, typically at Belmont, but they're doing some renovations, so different course and even a different distance. As you'll see, it's a 1.25 mile race. Typically, it's a 1.5 mile. Different scenario this year around, but we'll make the most of it. It's a very competitive race. I'm going to break down who I like and why, but before that, I just want to note that I broke the race entries down into two categories, kind of the who's been there recently on the Kentucky Derby Trail and who are some of the newcomers entering in, some fresh blood, maybe some fresher legs. That's up for the handicappers to decide, but ultimately I did land on a horse who made his last start in the Kentucky Derby, so let's dive in and we'll take a look. So again, I felt that this was the most competitive race of the Triple Crown sequence, but I ultimately and very lately decided to pick Dornoch, number 6, 15-1 on the morning line. Same jockey, typically, Luis Saez, so no big shakeups there. But what I notice about this horse is that he does his best running near the front end, and there is two other horses that I think will vie for the lead. That's the one, Seize the Gray, who won the Preakness last time out and upset any possibility of a Triple Crown winner this year by wiring the field relatively easily in the mud. I don't think he's going to get an easy trip this time because number 10, Mindframe, another one of the fresh legs, looks to be the speedball force to be dealt with, but should be on the front end contending. I think Dornoch does his best running up near the front. If you look at his last race in the Kentucky Derby, he was in the one hole, which is, by rule of thumb, just not a good post to be in unless you're really going to gun it or prepared to be shuffled back towards the back. And if you check the notes, he was shuffled and checked hard. The race before that in Keeneland, he did lose to Sierra Leone pretty soundly, who is also in this race, as indicated by the bold. But the trainer came out, and take it with a grain of salt. Who knows if it was an excuse or not. But they said they were going to try a new tactic and actually take the horse back, see if he can run with some dirt kicked in his face and pass some horses late. That obviously didn't work. So Kentucky Derby, just traffic up the wazoo, scratch that race. Trying new tactics, scratch that race. And the race before, went to the lead and won pretty convincingly. So definitely does like to be up front, and I think with a shorter field and less speed to deal with, he can be up near the lead, if not on the lead. And also something I noticed was in his debut, he faced Seize the Gray and only lost by a length in, I think that's 3/4. And that was Seize the Gray's second start, so all the reasons Seize the Gray could have improved second start, he faced him on debut and wasn't disrespected by him, and Seize the Gray's in this race, won the Preakness, so Dornoch has been a highly touted horse and definitely does his best running up on the lead, near the lead, and if he can steal the lead, I'd be surprised. I don't think Dornoch will have a problem sitting third behind two dueling front runners, which I presume the 1 and Mindframe, who was, what number again? Number 10. He's got two light workouts over the track, as indicated here. Again, highly touted horse. Should be forwardly placed, a nice post position in the middle, can kind of look around him, see what's going on. I definitely think he's talented enough to get the distance. So at 15-1, I think Dornoch makes sense. So that's my pick, number 6, Dornoch, 15-1. I'm not sure how I will bet the race, if at all, but it's kind of my rooting interest. I like to take a little bit of a long shot in races like this, but again, highly touted horse. Got a little bit of rest, should change his tactics and get back to what he likes to do best, which is be up near the front and dare anyone who may be a little weary after a tough campaign to come and catch him. So number 6, Dornoch, 15-1, that's my pick. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.